Beni-Udenka here again. In today's video, I am going to teach you something I consider very important that will help you if you are a parent to raise better, healthier children. Do you know that every child that enters this world continues to ask three vital questions? Number one is, who am I? Number two, can I make my own decisions? Number three, can I be able to face life successfully? You know, psychology has given these three questions names. Have the idea of identity, autonomy, and competence. These three ideas forms every child's foundation. If you see any healthy adult, I mean an adult that has healthy mental health, they are standing solidly on these three foundations. If you see any adult that has mental health disorders or demonstrating unhealthy mental health, they have cracks in either one or two of this foundation. And the funny thing is, the parents do not damage these foundations because they hate their kids. They actually damage this foundation because they love their kids. And today, I will share three mistakes that parents make that help damage these three vital foundations that every child needs. Number one, this is the foundation of identity. Identity asks this question: who am I? Or what am I worth? What is my value as a person? So you will see that children do not come into this world having stable identity. Most times they draw this identity from their parents. And most times this identity is formed by the way we speak or relate with our children. So the mistake here that parents usually make is the mistake of words. Many parents do not understand the power that our words carry, especially when we are speaking to our children. Sometimes we allow our emotions to get the best of us, that we begin to speak words that are not helping the child recover a credible and stable identity. Sometimes your temper takes over and you begin to speak things that weaken this foundation. Mothers, pay attention. Fathers, pay attention. Sometimes you get angry and you tell your child, you are lazy. You are just stupid. Just look at how terrible you are. Just look at what other kids are doing. Look at you. You are useless. You know, you might think, oh, I am a parent, I'm a father, I'm a mother. I have the right to say whatever I want to say. Yes, maybe you have the right, but the truth is that each word you speak to your child is either building this foundation or destroying it. Every word you speak is either making this foundation of identity stronger or making it weaker. And this is why you need to pay attention. Because when you tell a child something like, you are lazy, the child will copy that word and begin to use it to speak to himself. I am lazy. When you say things like, others are better, the child says, I am not good enough. Because they will begin to internalize those words. One principle I want you to understand as a parent is that all the words you are speaking to your children will end up becoming their inner voice. A day is coming when you are no longer speaking to them, but your voice will continue to speak to them as long as they live. I still remember what my mom used to tell me when I was younger. She would say things like, Benny, if you become a mouse, cats will eat you. You know, if you become a mouse, cats will eat you. So, up to today, I ask myself, hey, Benny, are you becoming a mouse here? because there are many cats out there, you know. So thank God this imagery she used is not something negative, because every time it is helping me to make sure that I am safe, to make sure that I am at the right place. So your words as a parent carry enormous power and carry creative energy to make or to destroy your children. So from today, I hope you begin to pay attention to how you communicate with your children. Instead of saying those things that your anger is telling you to say, you can actually look at that child and say, look, I believe in you. I know you are a great child. I know you carry enormous potential. You are just not seeing it. But I'm telling you that if you can focus more, you can improve this, you can improve that, you can get better there, you can get better there. So if you continue to speak to your child this way, the child will begin to grow and begin to develop. You will be amazed how the child will become more stable. Number 2, this is the foundation of autonomy. Autonomy says things like, can I be able to make my own decision? You will see this in your children if you are a parent. Sometimes they are saying, I want to do it myself. I want to do it myself. And you know, they cannot really do it. I want to help you cook. I want to do this. I want to do this. Sometimes the way parents respond is like, get out of here. You know, something like, no, you cannot be able to do it. I want you to know that what is speaking that time is the child's autonomy. What is crying is the child's autonomy. And you as a parent supposed to help the child understand it. Yes, I know you can cook. I know you can do it. But just let me help you now. Okay? Yeah, next time you can do this, but let me help you now so that it can be better. Because there are about 3 stages of parenting. The first stage is the stage of protection. This is usually from age 1 to around age 10. You know, so we make decisions for the child. We decide whatever they do, what they wear, where they go, and all that. But maybe from 11, 12, when the child starts becoming a teenager, we are supposed to move from protection to guidance. What this means is that we are no longer supposed to solve or answer every of the child's question. Sometimes the question comes, and you as a parent, you look at it and you understand what is happening here. Then you throw the question back to the child. Hi, boy, I understand exactly what you're asking, but what do you think? Yeah, I understand that this is difficult for you, but what options do you seek? What options are you seeing currently? Let's look at it together. I am here. So when you begin to speak to the child like that, you are helping to build the child's autonomy, because the child will continue to have this craving. Can I be able to make my own decision? Sometimes the decision they are making may not be the best, but you as a parent sometimes allow them make some micro mistakes, make some micro failures. Sometimes if it is not very important, let them dress that way they want to dress. Maybe if it's an important occasion, let them understand that this occasion is very important and they are supposed to dress certain way. So you become like a coach, someone that will guide and not someone that will become a commander. Then you move to the 3rd level, is the time of release. So when your child becomes an adult, you release them. Because this is what many parents struggle to do. Many parents are master in protection, but very few are master in guidance and master in release. You will see some parents still calling their 40-year-old and say, have you eaten? Did you cook? Should I come to cook for you? You are still going to cook for your 30-year-old because he or she doesn't know how to cook. That can only tell you that you have failed in the area of autonomy. So your goal as a parent is not to achieve, permanent control over your child. Your purpose should be to help the child form responsible independence so that after some time, you release the child and you begin to have an interdependent relationship where the child, you believe in that child that he or she can make their mistake and still come home. This is very, very important. Then, number 3. The number 3 foundation is the foundation of competence. This is asking the child, can I face life? Can I be able to face life? Can I be able to face the challenges of life and come out successfully? So you will see that when a child begin to, when parents begin to weaken the child's competence, what happens, most times, is that we try to solve all their problems. We try to remove all challenges that are supposed to help build competence. So, as a parent, I want you to learn how to give your child's age-appropriate activities or age-appropriate tasks. Maybe throw that dustbin, wash that dishes, or iron that clothes, or do that and do that. Yes, you can do that yourself. But if you do everything for the child, you are not helping to develop this foundation of competence. And every child will need it. Because one day, life will ask that child question, what can you do? And the child will say nothing. Why? Because mama has done everything for the child. Because papa has done everything for the child. You must understand this. There is this thing they call overparenting or helicopter parenting. This is the kind of parenting where parents do everything. Like you are so involved in the child's life. You don't even allow them. Before the child thinks, you are reacting. Before the child can even think about the problem, you've solved it. Before the child can even understand that the problem is here, you are jumping in, you are helping that child. Yes, it is good to help your child. But if it becomes overparenting always weakens a child's idea of competence. And there are so many research out there that has proven that if a child has low autonomy, low identity, and low sense of competence, these things are predictors of depression, predictors of high anxiety disorder, conduct behavior disorder, and low self-esteem. So this is why I want you to pay attention to these 3 areas. How you speak to your child's identity, how you help your child develop autonomy, and how you help your child develop competence. If you can achieve this as a parent, you have succeeded in helping that child create or have or develop the kind of mental health that will be healthy enough to survive the pressure of life. But if the opposite becomes the case, it is just a time bomb that is waiting to happen. And this is why the Bible says, train up a child the way he or she should grow, so that after he grows, he will not depart from it. This is this 3 foundation that you must intentionally help the child to develop. If you achieve this, your child will be very, very happy growing up. If you find any part of this video interesting, I want you to place a like, subscribe to this channel for more, and I will see you next week.